Let's understand what is DBMS architecture. So, why it is necessary to understand the DBMS architecture? Because to understand the components of the DBMS and relation among them. So, first, what is components of DBMS? So, very first is hardware, software, data, procedure, and database access language. So, these are the components of DBMS. So, what is hardware? Hardware is nothing but when we install MySQL on your computer, then your computer's hard disk, RAM, ROM is used. That is what hardware. Software means with the help of that MySQL software we can insert, update, delete records from database. In short, we can interact with the database with the help of that software. What is data? When you store any data into the database, then it will check the information like what is the type of data, is their data is independent or it is a dependent, is there same information is available or not. These are what is the procedure, how to use DBMS software, how to take backup of this, how to manage the database, and so on. The next is database access language, means how to access these database, means with the help of insert you can insert the record into the database. With the help of delete you can delete the records from table. So this is nothing but database access language. So next, let's understand what are the types of the DBMS architecture. The very first is a single tier. So what is the meaning of a single tier? Single tier means your database is available on your system itself. So in single tier only one machine is required. So on those databases installed on your computer, there is nothing but a local database. Means you can install the MySQL command line prompt, and with the help of a password you can create database, you can create a table, and you can insert the record into that table, and this is all done on your system itself. So we required only a one machine. This is nothing but a single tier, and this single tier not required any internet connectivity. When you try to access the database, there is no such internet connectivity is required. This is how the single tier work. So next is two tier. Two tier is nothing but a client server architecture. For example, XAMPP. We all of us know the XAMPP. So when client access the database with the help of SQL query, then server respond with the help of JDBC, ODBC, and or other some connections. That means, for example, you have a project in Java. So for Java we use a JDBC connection. So in this two tier we have two machines, and client and server, and these two machine is connected through network. That means in two tier the client, when client try to access the database, they are trying to access the database with the help of a SQL query, and the server is responding on those SQL query with the help of a JDBC connection. So this is nothing but a client server architecture. Next is a three tier. So three tier is nothing but client cannot communicate directly to the database. There is some layer in between your client and server. So in three tier it contains three layers. The one is presentation, second is application, and the last is a database. So presentation layer is nothing but client, that is your computer, your laptop, and so on. Application layer is nothing but your server, and then last is a database. So when client or your computer or laptop is try to access the database, the client request is sent to the database with the help of a server, and client is receive the response with the help of server. So this is how the three tier work. So for example of three tier is nothing but any website of big company, let's say youtube.com. So when you try to type any videos on YouTube, so you cannot directly communicate with the YouTube database. So your whatever you type, the request goes first to the server, and then server is fetch that video from database and it will be shown to client. This is how the 3-tier work. So if we summarize the 3 single tier, 2 tier and 3 tier, so remember that the single tier is nothing but there is nothing client server architecture on your machine, on your computer's laptop. You can access the database, that is nothing but a local database. The 2 tier is nothing but the client server architecture, and 3 tier is nothing but we can say the extension of a 3 tier, that is the presentation layer, application layer and database layer. So with the help of a server, the client get the data from database with the help of a server. That means client cannot directly communicate with database. There is a layer in between your client and database. So yes, thank you.